Hello, hello. Are you here again? Damn, I'm also here. What a coincidence. So, this is going to be our third episode. We're coming back from our previous uh, deeds with our current base in the cosmic update of Oxygen Not Included. And in the previous episode, we had some unlucky moments. If you haven't watched them, and if you want to see me suffer, definitely take a look at the episode. It's gonna be quite some fun for you. But in this one, as I mentioned earlier, our first goal would be to create our oxygen room here, and if we have the time, also prepare for our exosuits. But far more importantly, work on our oxygen, which is fine for now because we're using algae, but that's obviously not the way to go about it in the late game. So we're gonna be preparing our oxygen generation here with our electrolyzer or electrolyzers, I should say, because we're gonna build a couple for the very beginning. And I have used different strategies in the past, and again, I have to mention that obviously I've watched a lot of resources and a lot of videos from my favorite Cryptic Fox and Brothcar and all the great YouTubers that are giving us amazing ideas about how to perform the various things, and it's nice to see how they handle situations like that, because it can really help in our games as well, learning from the experts. And I'm trying to become better at the game myself, but obviously more and more things creep up, and you really have to to play a lot and make mistakes in order to become better at it. I mean, there are no two ways about it. um, Anyway, we're doing great in terms of stress, practically zero stress here. Immune system's amazing, great food, great temperature, just fine. A little bit of heat here, which is expected because of the machines, and amazing oxygen. So everything rolling well with 10 duplicants, no issues. And if I can, I will definitely go to like 13 or more in this episode, probably 13. Um, but yeah, we're gonna be focusing on our oxygen, and we definitely need some better miners here, which is getting prepared. In the meantime, we're working on our water here, and I think that's good enough. So let's disable the building for now completely. I don't think we're gonna need it. We're gonna need more, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, this actually is blocked now, and we can continue digging. So any type of gas that's passed through here, it's gonna be blocked. It's gonna stay in this location, which is awesome. And we don't really need this door now, I guess. So I can deconstruct it. I don't even know why I made it, really. Since we have this, we don't really need it. The debuff is always a little concerning. Causes stress change for 0.2 cycles. It's actually quite some. Maybe a little problematic, actually, now that I see. I think this is actually changed. I don't think it was that much. It gives quite some debuff, it looks like. So I think I may want to do something different about it. Let's see if it makes more sense to actually build a manual airlock. Yeah, things are changed in this game with every release, really. So that can be a little bit of a problem. Maybe I want to cancel that, actually. Let's keep this going. Maybe have a couple of doors here and remove the water or something, potentially. Yeah, this debuff is actually causing them a lot of stress. Yeah, it wasn't like that in the previous uh, versions before the latest updates definitely wasn't like that. It wasn't causing that much of stress to people. So yeah, I think I want to avoid that. I've seen some other ways that can potentially work, like creating sort of like a pyramidic type structure. Don't know how well that would work. Haven't actually played with it so much. May work. I don't remember exactly how it is. I think it's like here and here, something like that. Anyway, we'll see. There's a little bit of chlorine here, which would be nice to handle. They're still keeping with it. We can also connect the areas here. Let's see if we can do that now. A little bit of slime, but not much. This will be pretty much picked by... Oh, there's a lot here. But in the air, not so much. The oxygen will destroy it, actually. We'll go like this. Oops. Let's instead make a tile here. Another here. And connect. Want to open this, polluted oxygen. Yeah, that's fine. But let's make sure that we're not getting the buried object. Buried object. What is that? Okay. Interesting. Another one here. Some plant or something, I guess. You can see that actually. It's unburied. I'm gonna build it later. Again, we need our miners. Yeah, that sucks. But I don't really like the debuff of the water here. I really don't like that. You see that it blocks the oxygen here from the blocks the chlorine really, but it's not working so well because the debuff is happening and I don't like it. So let's close things. Let's close this like this. Actually, we need to go up to close it, don't we? Yes, we do. So let's cancel that. Close it like this. Now the oxygen is escaping through this. Why did I do that? That's a little bit of a weird thing to do. I didn't even notice it. Let's build it quickly. Duplicant. Unconstructive, yes, that's fine. The other ones I don't like. Yeah, this one for sure. I don't know why I opened this. I didn't even notice that this was the case. A lot of chlorine here. Thankfully didn't escape here so much. Basically a little bit, but not a problem. But here there's quite some and I really don't like it. So probably the best way to clean it is with morbs or something. There is one here. Can I try to do that? Probably I can. Let's experiment with it. I haven't actually done it before. But why not? The morb will eventually eat the chlorine and produce polluted water. May take a while. Polluted gas, sorry. May take a little bit of time, but it's worth it, I think. Ooh, why? No exit? Yes, no exit. You're gonna infect my water. Damn it. You did already. Oh, Catalina, come on. A little bit faster. You see that the stress is going higher and higher because of this, I guess. Yeah, that sucks. That's bad. But now our mob is here, and it will eventually um, get the chlorine, I think. Not sure if I can see that, but I'm pretty sure it eats chlorine. You see, it actually came down to eat the chlorine, I believe. I didn't even dig here. So it will produce some polluted oxygen, but polluted oxygen is handled very easily. And actually, I'm gonna already create deodorizer here. Where is it? I always have trouble finding things. Is it an oxygen? Yes, makes sense. It's here. A 9, yes. Mop, mop, mop. Actually, mop with a 9 here. Let's quickly mop the stuff. Hopefully our mob can save the day. It's here. Hopefully eating the chlorine. And our deoxidizer should clean the polluted oxygen eventually. I should probably deconstruct that. And grab the water. I'm gonna bring the water here. I need to be a little bit careful about it. This is already overflown, I think, if I do it. What I could do is maybe dig a little bit so that I have a little bit more space. That will hold it here, I think. Fertilizer. Yeah, that's fine. Now we have a little bit more space and we can effectively should we deconstruct or just create a mesh tile? Maybe a mesh tile with a 9. So now the mesh tile is actually allows the liquid to go through, so it will drop here and it should go down. I should probably have made a mesh tile here. Let's see how it works. Yeah, it has overflown a little bit, but not a huge problem. Yeah, we can probably quickly mop that, and that should be fine. Yep, that's just fine. Yeah, that was a good solution. Perfect. So now, since the gas can escape, let's auto the door, automate it again. You see the gas now escaping, coming over here, which sucks. I don't know if the solution with the pyramidic structure really works, or it's like this, this, and this, and then becomes sort of like a triangle. So that's how it works, I believe. Yeah, I'll have to play with it a little bit since it has changed, but it should be good for now. I think it's actually reducing our chlorine here. I think I'm gonna open this one so that this amount of chlorine comes in here, and you see that there is more polluted oxygen, I believe, here, but chlorine levels go down, and that's awesome. It's great. So no research selected. Always need to be researching something. Let's go for the agriculture stuff. Always important. Do we get our miners? Almost. We've got our senior architect though. Catalina. Exosuit engineer we don't really need yet practically, but let's have Ellie. And Seth, important. Oh, quite a few. And I think we're good. Oh no, one more. Very important, apprentice miners. We're getting close. A little bit of stress which will go down now that the water is not here. Our mob is doing some work. You gotta love the mobs when there is chlorine around. Do we need more? No, I think we have a lot of compactors here. We're fine. Still, and I don't see any chlorine around our base. Great oxygen levels. Quite some algae still. But again, we're gonna be working on our oxygen room soon. Electrolyzers getting ready to be made once we get our miners back. And yeah, chlorine goes down and down. You gotta love the mobs. They're awesome. Little creature, thank you for using my chlorine for me. You're awesome. It's still breathable here. That's fine. Quite some hydrogen here, so probably high temperatures also, yes. And what about our exosuits? Yes, we need refined metal now, which means that we will need the granulator, the rock granulator. We can quickly make, I think I'm gonna make it around here probably. What are the heat hasn't escaped so much, but I probably still need to insulate that, and I will. Yeah, let's insulate that area. So insulate at least the farming area, near the farming area. So so what we want to do, we really want to insulate yet? Actually, it's not really escaping so much, is it? It's a little bit here. Just to be safe, I guess. Safer. Not so sure. It's pretty far. What is our? These are fine here. Well, let's leave it for now. We'll see. Maybe a little bit later. It probably requires some insulation, but for now it's probably okay. Setting up the natural gas will take some time. It's not so easy because it produces carbon dioxide. It produces polluted water. It needs some setup. Maybe I can use some coal initially, I guess, or we can get it from the. No, we need the granulator before that, I guess. I'm thinking what would be the best way to go about it. Should we build our oxygen room first and then build the granulator with the battery supply with the power supply that we're gonna get from the hydrogen generator? That's a possibility. We can set up a quick hamster wheel here as well. What's the best solution? Just wait it out a little bit. Get this area going. Oh, the job's still okay. We got our miner, and Marie will follow. They don't start it because they are apprentice miners. Yeah, it needs to be at least a miner. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. I'm a little bit torn on what to do on this here, to tell you the truth. Not entirely sure what would work best. Not that it matters so much, both solutions would work. A lot of hydrogen here that we can use as well. We would build a generator as well, a hydrogen generator, but in the end it's gonna be unusable, I think. Although, could we pump it here? It's a bit far. I don't want to do that. So yeah, since this is emitting a lot of heat, but I still no. I think it's fine. I think it's probably fine. Oops. Let's see what the oxygen levels are like here. It's quite some polluted oxygen, which is going to get cleaned, I think. Let's put some airflow tiles. Actually, we don't need it here. Let's clean the chlorine first. There's still quite some chlorine around. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna build it here instead. So let's start working on it. Um, so I'm gonna build a manual generator. Build it here. A couple of batteries. And in refinement, the rock granulator. It requires how much actually? Does it say? Does it say it here? I don't know where this is. So where did the morgue come here? I'm not sure. Hey, there's some cleaning to do here. Hey mate, come back. I really don't want to escape. That would be weird. Then I'd have to kill it probably. Don't know why it went over here. There's quite some chlorine here, I think. Definitely. Don't just think it. I'm not sure why it came over here. But I can actually deconstruct those. I don't need them anymore. Takes time for the morb and my people to move. So now it goes back to it, I guess, and creates polluted oxygen. Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we don't really need that anymore. Catalina is working on it. Let's go a little bit faster. I don't know why I'm going so slow. Good kilocalories still. A lot of algae, that's good. You can also dig this space. A lot of good stuff, especially abyssallite. I like to give my wheels let's give it an 8 instead of a 9. A lot of hydrogen here. Probably a good idea. Oh, there's quite some slime land here though, I didn't notice that. Actually I missed that completely. That can be a problem. How did I miss that? I didn't even see that. Okay. Let's see if we can have chlorine coming a little down and kill it. And instead have the hydrogen go up. Hopefully I'm not gonna get sick applicants, I hope. There's quite some slime land to inhale in there. There's quite a bit of chlorine here, but since we have the morb, it should be okay. There's some chlorine going around actually. I thought it would go away faster. To tell you the truth. Hopefully that's still the case. I'm pretty sure mobs were eating chlorine, right? Can I make sure somehow? I think it says anything. Oh, here. severe because... No. That doesn't say anything, damn it. I really hoped it would say more. But no. It doesn't say anything practically. I think chlorine was is decreased, but I could be wrong. Looks like it ate some clay here. Probably need to sweep that. Just want to make sure that it's not eating anything that it shouldn't, so it actually eats the chlorine. I don't know if that makes a difference, maybe. Oops, now we have something here that we need to take care of. But it's gonna produce a lot of chlorine. So what we're going to do, first of all, get an applicant. So I can see with that here. Small bladder is fine. Slow learner and worker is better. Yorkel is better. Yeah, I prefer that. And actually make this minor. And two people have a farm cut for sure. And yeah, my apprentice architect is fine. I don't think we had one. So cool. We don't have a groundskeeper? Really? We need one. Maybe our exosuit engineer. Yeah. We need power here, which we have. I'm gonna make some copper to ore to copper. Always a 9 here, because I need it when I need it. I wanted to make some storage compactors here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the old storage compactors. I think I did it already, didn't I? I removed the industrial... No. Let me see, where is it? Consumable ore. I want to remove the bleachstone. Copy settings. Do it for everything. And here, I only need to have bleachstone. With a 9 and copy settings. So that every bleachstone actually comes here, in there. And it doesn't go somewhere inside my base, which would be terrible. So yeah, it produces quite some chlorine here. Needs to be swept. And since we don't have a lot of water, I think we need to be pumping it from here. Okay, when did that happen? Slightly contaminated, but okay. Polluted oxygen here a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. Perfect. Getting ready for the oxygen room as well. No anxiety, no stress. That's good. We need to deconstruct that too. And this one too. It's not needed. Where's our morb? Doing some work, I hope. Still see quite some chlorine, but now chlorine is produced also, and that's not good. I hope I won't need to pump it eventually. Okay, so here, suffocating. Oh man. How can we do that now? Again, how did you get in here? Ah, from here. No, actually, this is not built. This is not dug. How the heck did you get in there? If you dig this, even then... Oh, shit. Oh, man. This is probably not going to happen. Again, we may be losing another one. Yeah, it's almost certain. He cannot dig his way out of there, I think. Or can he? No. No way. Yep. Lost another one. Oh man. The amount of memorials is gonna go up again. So let's get ready for the next deaths. Completely unexpected, but it happens. That's the problem with this game. When it happens, it happens. It's very tough to avoid it, and you don't have enough time. Again, I don't have a clue how he came in here. How the heck? How? I don't get it. It doesn't seem to be an entrance at all. Is this some sort of a bug? Am I missing something? Please let me know. If somebody sees why this is happening, I don't get it, because I don't see an entry point here. Like, even if he entered from here, he should have stopped here. There's nowhere to go. So how do you get here? How? Just how? There's no other entry point. They can't even get his body. I don't know. This looks like a bug to me. I don't get it. I don't see how. Anyway, not much that we can do now about it, other than just get a new duplicate. So let's continue. Eventually, I think we're gonna need this also. Let's build some of those as well, just to have them ready. Probably more of the copper ones. So what else? Did we ever build their... No, this hasn't built. Now they're building that. It's probably a lesser priority thing now, but okay. Actually quite some carbon dioxide here, but it's still in fairly good levels. Some water here. Here are water here as well with a packweg. But some water here as well. Interesting. Just taking a look at my surroundings a little bit. Okay. So the hydrogen is up now, but we still have some blitz here. One of the blitz stones should be in here now. Good. So I believe we need an exosuit forge, which requires either copper or iron. So copper we have 35 tons. Oh, we don't have a lot of iron, so copper for sure. Yeah, let's actually not do more of this. Let's go copper full. Oh, not continuous. But let's go full copper. Because we have a lot. Let's just move on with the medical stuff. Distillation is also, actually, let's move on with distillation really quickly, because it's important for the sieve and all that. Polluted water, we should probably be getting somewhere around here. Gonna build like an area here that's gonna be gathered. And we're gonna pump it out later and take it through the sieve. So here, I think we can start, can't we? Let me see. Miners are fine. Quite some chlorine in here now. Let's actually cancel the mob orders here because there are a lot and will take ages. And how can I select just the chlorine? Sweep 9. Just these two, I guess. Yep. Oh man. This came. So we're gonna build a room, I suppose, in here. Good thing that there are no germs. There's again some chlorine, which sucks. But we can build it around here and pretty much seal the chlorine away. I think I'm gonna do that because I really don't want more chlorine. It's actually, yeah, create a foundation here and close it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We can just open this one, we don't really care. Hydrogen is not a big deal. Yeah, that door will help when everything comes out in here. But as long as we do this one, I don't know why it starts as a 9. But as long as we do that one, we're fine. Yeah, atmosphere is starting to get a little bit clumsier. I think we do have algae, don't we? A lot, yeah. Yeah, our base is getting bigger, I suppose. Which means that it requires more production of oxygen. Hopefully it's gonna happen soon with our new room. Some CO2 will come down here as well, which is always helpful. We can dig a little bit more, why not? A little bit of chlorine roaming around here. Quite some. Is it chlorine? Yeah, it is. A bit weird. Hope I'm not having any stones here, bleak stones. I don't think I do. Even if I do, they should be moved to the upper one, so that's fine. Our constructive is okay. Yokel is also okay. Digging, I think that's better. 12 duplicants now. Our farm is starting to become a little bit annoying here. So our oxygen generation is just not. There's some chlorine also here. But chlorine shouldn't be the problem. Actually, maybe a little bit. Yeah, this chlorine here is a little bit of a mess situation. Came in here too. I really thought the more would do more, but there's still quite some chlorine. I want more bleach stones. I should have been more careful about the bleach stones actually. Here though. Hopefully eventually the morb will clean this area here, I hope. And let's add some ventilation here as well. Oh, this one is allowing it to escape. I didn't notice that. That's a problem. Yeah, that's why we have chlorine here. And I was like, how did it escape? Okay, that makes sense now. Thankfully, it's not that much, but it can add up. See, there are some pockets of chlorine here now, and a morb would be tremendously helpful here if I could trap it somehow. Okay, good. So research. Let's go health. Or should I do automation? Actually, let's do some automation and power regulation. I'm a little bit concerned about this here now. But it's not so much about the oxygen as it is about the chlorine, I believe. Yeah, it's the yield is not as good as it was. Yeah, that's not so impressive. But now we need to start working on our oxygen room, which is gonna be here conveniently. Let's also make standard floor situation here. And let's give all those a high priority because I want them to be done now, before we finish the episode. Strength is okay, but slightly high for some of the people still mourning, I guess. That makes sense. Yeah, the body, they cannot even get the body, you see. That makes no sense. Now they should be able to get it. But how the heck does that happen? Yeah, if somebody knows, I'm assuming this is a bug. I don't understand otherwise. It has to be. Okay. Okay, this one. I want to cancel that one because it's gonna be a big room here. So let's actually make a manual lock here. And I think I'm gonna do it a little bit different than what I usually do. Hopefully that will still work out. Just need some ladders here. Let's have one here since we came all over. And the way I'm gonna be doing it now is I'm gonna make a couple of electrolyzers, one and one, and so these are gonna be creating the oxygen, and they're gonna be they're gonna be also releasing some hydrogen. Therefore, we need to go to ventilation and get a gas pump that will pump the hydrogen, which is gonna be on top. Let's say that the hydrogen is here, and the oxygen is just going to be here. So just to filter the gases. It's kind of the old setup, but it works fine, and I like it. It's useful and convenient. Actually, I want to close this. I don't want to leave it open, so let's have it like this. And over here, I'm gonna have my hydrogen generator with a couple of batteries, and let's connect them. Awesome. And we'll go down and supply these outlets as well. Over here too. Perfect. And as always, to kickstart that, I'll have a manual generator here as well. Alright. That looks fine. Just trying to picture how we'll cool that oxygen. That can be a little bit problematic here. So, what are my options here? Taking it through here. Yeah. Let's see. We don't have a nice biome around that can help with the cooling. So basically, the only cooling we can really do is bring it over here and cool it. I think that's what's going to end up happening. So let's start working on it. Problem is that it's going through the base, but it's still rather far. We can bring it from here, I guess, from our plants. So plumbing, and we also need to get our water from here. No, actually we cannot get it from here, we need to get it from here instead. That's not going to end up being enough though, I think. And we have a nice biome here, but that's way too far. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh, wait. We're gonna have some water here because I think that's a steam geyser here. So that's good. So we can use that steam geyser eventually to pump that water in our oxygen room, and that's nice. I think that's what we'll end up doing. So we will use this as our cooling system, and yeah, let's start working on it because it will take some time. So this will require a radiant liquid pipe, which will require the liquid research. So let's go here, and so where is there liquid tuning? These are the sensors, I think. No, that's okay. That's what we need. Yeah, we really need that. Hope somehow came in here now. We need to close that. Why did I open that one? I'm not paying attention. Yeah, things can go over really quickly. This can escape. This can allow the gases to escape from here. I don't think chlorine would go in here the way it works because there's oxygen, but better close it down quickly. So let's also create some of these here. So let's think about it here. It's gonna pump gases and it's gonna output it. That's gonna be our oxygen here. So it will bring oxygen outside and it will leave everything else in here. So let's bring it here like this. So that's gonna pump the oxygen outside. So yeah, we're gonna bring the oxygen eventually. Here it's gonna leave whatever else like hydrogen, and so this pump is filtering oxygen to bring it outside in the base, and this is filtering hydrogen to give it to the hydrogen generator. So gas pipe, and so the output of this is the input of this one, and it's gonna produce hydrogen, which we want it to go here, and anything else just stay in the room. Cool. We have our wire set up. Awesome. Need an 8 here for our starting yield. Okay, that's fine, I think, at least. So the next step is to actually take the plumbing through the cooling mechanism that we're gonna use, and this is for the water. So the water, we're eventually going to get it from here, from the steam, from the vent. But the oxygen, before it comes out in the base, needs to be cool. And is this constructed already? Yes. So what I need to do for this is take it a little bit far from the base, like don't bring it too close to the base. Go like this, like here. It's gonna be hot still, and also remember to close this, by the way. And once that happens, I need some radiant gas pipes, which means that they're gonna, the temperature is going to be affected by the water, and so it will be lowered because the water is rather cold here. So let's do some maize. And once that is done, it can come out, and we'll go down. Now this is going to be cool here. It's going to be cool oxygen, and we're gonna bring it here with the gas vent. So that's our plan, and hopefully it will work out. I have disabled this because I need to keep the water here. Problem is that now we don't have a lot of water here, so we have to do something about it. We have 12 duplicants. Let's get the next one. So we're not gonna get any of them because I don't like the negative traits. I'm gonna pass this time. Not good. So we can build our suits soon enough, but for now let's just focus on the oxygen because we do need to. Although we do have a lot of algae still, they're fine. I'm considering to clean some of the carbon dioxide here. To tell you the truth, I think I will do it since we have a lot of algae. I don't really use algae terrarium so much, but since we have a lot of algae, just use them for a little while. No big deal. Yeah, just to clean some of the CO2. No worries. A little bit of stress for Catalina, I'm not sure why. Holding breath, I guess. What's the stress levels? Is it because of low oxygen? Yes. Yeah, pretty much, and the decor expectation. That's fine. Happens sometimes, there's not enough oxygen around. So we're almost an hour in. Wow. At least we're pretty close into finishing this. Kind of want to see how it will turn out. But it will take a little bit of time still, because I really need to reach that water. I want to pump that water instead. I don't want to waste our water here, because we need it for, you know, our general stuff in the colony, like like farming, for instance. So instead, I'm going to go like here. Let's continue this. First of all, let's build the door. And continue digging a bit. Definitely get the algae, for sure. We can open this one, no worries. There is a room here as well. So we want to go up, definitely, and eventually reach this place here. We can release this, go here. Germs, no, we're fine. Let's give it a little bit of a higher priority. Want them to finish that quickly. Normally I shouldn't be giving 9s actually, but it's okay. I think there's many things to do around anyway. For them. So let's go a little bit faster. Some chlorine here. Quite some chlorine here actually. A bit surprised. This is something that's emitting chlorine. Did it all come down from here? That's a bit surprising. Maybe. May eventually need to pump some chlorine out actually. The way it's moving here. Because chlorine tends to sit between CO2 and oxygen, right in between. So it can be annoying. And our oxygen levels are not the best. Our algae deoxidizers are not working though. Forgot to set them up as 9s, and that's important. That will actually help with moving the chlorine lower also. And also this will help with that. We have quite some water actually. Be available this. Is this because of this here? I'll be surprised. But I don't see them getting water. Oh, now they are. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that chlorine is a little bit annoying here. It's quite some. I'm not even sure if the morb is doing much here, actually, to tell you the truth. Maybe this has been suppressed. Maybe this is not working as it was in the past, I guess. If somebody knows, please let me know. Looks slightly different. I thought it would clean some of the chlorine quicker, but it doesn't, and I really don't want to resort to pumping things out. But I may have to. There's quite some here. And chlorine sucks because there's not too many ways around it. And it's it kills the germs, but it can also kill my duplicants, and I don't like that. And kill my farm also. Although I still have quite some yield. But it's dangerous. And I do need a ladder here too. Eventually I want to get those. Generally doing well. I don't know why Catalina is still so stressed. Is it because of her job? Maybe. Yes, she's a senior architect, so requires probably better things, but not so much better. I guess it's because of the oxygen. As we saw earlier, she's not breathing enough. Just bear with it, Catalina. Look how fast they're digging though, that's awesome. That's really awesome. It's hot in here, isn't it? Unreachable bed is never a good thing. Go down. He stayed in the air for a little while. Catalina's stress is rising. I don't like that. Holding breath. Yeah, it's the decor and all that. Okay. I need to build some massage rooms. Massage tables. Should I build them here? Yeah, it's probably okay. 3 are fine, I think. For now. So, power. Bit of a weird connection here. Okay. Chlorine is loud here. I think I may need to do something about it. Yeah, that's a problem. Probably pump it. Maybe. Sucks. But what can you do? I never thought it would be so much actually, especially here. It's trapped. Next. Yeah, it's trapped in there, and that's not good. So our deoxidizers are producing again, so the levels of oxygen are probably going to go back up here, and we're gonna make some more food because it's been a while since we made some good food. Let's try to make some lice loaf instead. Give it a 9, which I forgot. Also a 9 for food, really important. So again, we're gonna... Oh, actually, this is just water without a pump? Very weird. It's actually really weird. Generally speaking, when you find clean water, it tends to come with a pump. That surprises me. Huh. Very weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Unless the pump is actually nearby and I don't see it, but I don't think so. This water is actually cool. Unless it's like over here and it fell down ages ago or something. That's weird though. Very weird. I don't think there's a steam geyser around there. I doubt it. Really doubt it. A lot of hydrogen here. This is working for some reason. Yeah, there's no point to that working. Disable. Looks like it will take a little... Ah, actually, here it is. That's amazing. It actually gives liquid in the perfect temperature. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Amazing. Should I dig a little bit higher? And wow, that surprised me. So basically, we can build up a normal pump here, since the temperature is just normal. with the liquid pump, and just pump things normally outside. And so obviously we want to bring it here. What's the best way? It's actually really simple. Really simple. Awesome. Maybe we need to, we can take this video a little bit, make this a little lengthier in order to finish that. Show you how it works. Next video maybe I'll need to do something about the chlorine, although it's still not a huge deal. You see it goes lower once we produce more oxygen. Again, it stays between the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. So now that we're producing more oxygen and we're clearing the carbon dioxide, cleaning it, the carbon dioxide will go lower. But maybe I can trap it in like here, potentially. Pacifist is good. Astrophobia is also okay. I think I'm gonna go for that. There's a lot of nice subtleties here. Good ranching, but okay. Taken position. Oops, not this one. We'll have two people. So always a miner is useful. And let's get a gopher also. Have somebody moving things around. We have a pharma chamber also in case things go south. We have space? Yes, we do. And if somebody gets sick, they won't be able to breathe in here. I don't know if I could actually make a... I would actually make some way for the gas to go through here and maybe go in here. It's probably going to happen, but what I want to say is if there are germs here. No, there are not. Let me try that. That should work with an airflow tile, I mean. Just create a couple of airflow tiles here and a manual airlock here. Let's see if we can actually send the chlorine here eventually. It looks like it's traveling on the right side, so maybe we can take advantage of that. Don't know why, but it looks like that's the case. And if we can bring it here, maybe we can create a nice pocket of chlorine. That's interesting. You see, looks like it's actually flowing through here. It's nice. That would be really awesome, actually. Because if we can have some polluted water here with chlorine around, that's perfect. So cool. Things sometimes can go better than you expect them to go. And at least I hope so, I'll say. So, well, how are we doing here? Problem is we don't have a lot of oxygen around here, I think, and I need to go down and take some quick breaths. It's close though, that's the good thing about it. I'm gonna build that eventually also, probably in the next episode, definitely in the next episode. One of the next episodes. Look how convenient that is. That's actually the perfect situation here. I probably don't even need to close that, because normally you need to insulate that. But as it is right now, and with the way this is constructed, it actually brings all the water down. And somehow, it's not even hot. That's insane. Wow. Super convenient. Looks like it will work fine, but we'll see. It's really close. Really, really close. Can they reach that? I'm not sure, eventually. Good thing that they're building it really quickly. Problem is that they require some oxygen here and there. We should open this one up also. Don't know why I closed this. So awesome. I don't know, right? I thought it was like chlorine producing at some point, and I'm like, no. We need to dig a little bit here. That's producing stuff. We're a little bit over our normal time, but I really don't want to close the video now. So I'm gonna keep it a little bit more. We're 1 hour and 10 minutes in. But I really shouldn't close it now before I'm finished with my setup here. To close this part here, maintain the pressure, and also close this part here to also maintain the pressure. Give it a little bit of a higher priority. That worked, right? Yes. Cool. So getting closer here. Should be done on the cycle actually this day. Let's see. Let me get a little bit of a breather here. Once they open this up, they will be able to breathe normally. Yeah, it takes a while for them here. Our oxygen should be perfect here. Yeah, our gas is basically working. Yeah, our farm is basically working again. Just want them to open up this space here, and they should be good to go with their breathing. Not so perfect here. I couldn't have ordered for this, to tell you the truth. Couldn't have asked for that and get it. The only problem is just getting enough air here. This is where it will be best to have exosuits here, which provide the duplicants with some oxygen. That's actually the best setup, but we don't have them yet. Actually, not this one. The ladder is fine. It's not crucial here though, because it's just a few tiles. But if you're way far from your base, that can make a huge difference. Doesn't really matter what we research now, because there's not many researches left. Actually, this works wonders. Awesome. You see? Works just fine. Perfect. How about the temperature? Slightly hotter here, but the farm is the important thing. It's obviously getting a little bit hot because of the altitude deoxidizer. Our storage is not that hot, so that's fine. We're still okay. But yeah, I love it. The chlorine comes in here now. That's amazing. Let's get some ladders here. Because I guess this is going to be our container for the polluted water. And let's get a bottle opener here. And since we're here, let's make the liquid vent as well. Make it here. Whatever polluted water comes through the liquid vent will be captured in here eventually. So that's good. Come on. I'm telling you, I want to finish this. Oh, not a 5. Yeah, this is full of hydrogen here and stuff. That sucks. Yeah, apologies for the slightly lengthier episode, but I think it's worth it. I probably shouldn't have done that now, because they care more about it for some reason. Because they like polluted water. Yeah, once we close this down, let's give it Oh, this is a 9. Oh, let's make it a 5. Have more important things to do. They don't care so much. Oh wait, did I enable auto bottling? Oh no, my bad. It's not about auto bottling. I was actually confused. I thought it has to enable auto bottling for it to work like this. My bad. It's not a big deal though. I'll just make some water here, but then I can just make a mess tile or something. No real worries. Basically, we can have the whole container. It doesn't even matter. So yeah, no problems there. The best of all is that our chlorine comes here. That's what I really like to see. But then I forgot to, yeah, and another flow tile here. Problem is that this creates also polluted oxygen, and it will eventually come here. So I can have a deodorizer for a little while, at least till I move the chlorine over there. So deodorizers and oxygen. Let's start one here. Probably don't even need to power this, but okay. For now, I mean. That's working fine. We will have to deconstruct this array here to build our pump later. New duplicants, get one more. A pacifist is always good. So we're on 14 now. That's a good, healthy number. Oops. Did I make a mess? Yes, I did. It looks like it collapsed. Okay, we lost some water. That's the biggest. Too much liquid. That's also not so good. We can eventually mop that. But yeah, that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, that really shouldn't have happened. But anyway. We're still losing some water here. Hey, I broke some of the foundation, some of its foundation actually, and this is why it came through phosphorite. It's not a huge deal, but yeah, we're losing some water here, which we will mop eventually, I guess, but not the best thing. Okay, we blocked it at least. Yes, now the Celsius is going up again as normal. I don't know how why it was so low. Probably it's because it's idling, and it came down to the normal temperature. So this is plain water here, which they can use, and at least that's good. And we still have quite some here. Great. Oxygen is fine still because of algae, but we really need to get this going. This is going to be having some water for a while here. What I could do is actually probably pump it somewhere around here, or bring it down at least so that it's not so much water in there. And do something about it a bit later. I don't want my people to get a debuff. But now they have to reach, to be able to reach the ES area here. How can I best do that? Like this. Come on, guys. There's a lot of oxygen now here. So they should be fine. going a bit longer than expected though. Okay, at least we can mop that now. Be done with it, do not get a debuff. That's always good. And we'll, don't worry about it, we will get this water. It's not gonna stay here forever. Master jobs, let's take a look at them. Ari. Catalina is a senior architect. A farmer. Get her answer. Perfect. And a plumber. Awesome. Great stress levels. So maybe we actually need, it's 42, it's probably still okay in terms of temperature, I think. We'll see. Otherwise we'll eventually need to make it out of gold. We're getting closer. So are we ready here? Let's see. The temperature is fine. Yeah, that's more than good. So let me examine here our plumbing. Sorry, our ventilation I meant. I don't know why this has. I forgot to make this one. Yeah, because I was creating the radiant pipes. Yeah. So it's actually should go from here. I think it's easier. Or actually no, since we made it so far, we can just go like this and instead build a ladder here or a tile. We don't even need a tile actually. Yeah, why am I building the tiles? They're not needed. The only thing it's needed is a ladder here, so they can build this last part. Oh, actually they can go from there. That's not even that is needed. So this part is done, I think. Ventilation, yes. Let's enable the building. Come up here. Is this working already? Oh, power, I forgot. It's probably the last piece. So looks okay. Once we get our power, our electrolyzers should start working. Once we get our water from the liquid pump. And then we should be producing new oxygen and hydrogen. And things should be running smoothly, hopefully. And eventually set up our oxygen production. Let's see how that works. Good thing is that we have supply of water here. It's awesome. Probably need to analyze at some point. Let's have it ready once I get somebody to go in there. Why did Ari come in here? Was she building some? What? Why is she going back? That's so because it's nighttime, I suppose. Actually, let's not dig that yet. Let's finish with this piece. I think we need to probably switch the production type now, because we're out of food almost. Actually, let's not care so much about this now. Let's just finish with it because I need to call this an episode eventually. So our food supplies should be coming back up at very healthy levels very soon. But hopefully we'll be done with that piece. Let's see, where it is 9 actually. So that's good. I don't know why Ari keeps coming back in here and then leaves. That's so weird. He doesn't do anything. I'm pretty lucky from the setup here. I'm surprised. I've never seen that awesome setup before without me doing anything. That's insane. So lucky. Awesome. Why is this not getting power? Probably not producing enough still. Once this gets going and creates enough hydrogen, and I will probably create an automation system later on, it should be fine. Right now it needs to produce a lot of things and it doesn't have enough. It needs to produce a lot of power. It doesn't even have enough from Lindsay. Looks like. And let's go with this one. Get our last duplicant for a while. A pacifist is always best. Good tinkering. So this is gonna be our last applicant for a long time, I think. We are at a very healthy level. That's quite a few. So let's leave it here for now. And we just had one death. A general engineer and an apprentice architect. Kinda healthy oxygen and chlorine. Kinda still roaming around, but I think slightly better. Definitely better. A little bit here, but okay. Yeah, we need more power here. That's the only problem I'm seeing. What about temperature? It's okay. Probably need to insulate it here somehow. It's gonna be a challenge. Can have maybe some wastewater or something also, just to help with that. You see that the hydrogen starts getting generated here. So it's gonna be pumped here and it's gonna produce more power, which is awesome. Let's take a look at it. So hydrogen floats through the base, goes here on actually pretty good temperature already. Probably doesn't even require this. But once it comes out from this one, it's gonna be better. And eventually this is gonna be a steady supply. Because yeah, you see that also it gets only the hydrogen here. And it's gonna help fill the batteries as it starts working. So eventually this is gonna work like a charm and continuously, as you see here. So now it starts catching up. And ventilation here looks good. Last thing I want to examine is the temperature of the ventilation, the oxygen. 26. $31. That's a bit too much. I'm a bit surprised. Why? Huh. It's 23 here. Oh, wait. Oops. Yeah, I know why. So, these pipes here shouldn't be radiant after they exit the water, because otherwise they get the temperature of the environment. That's not good. Over here there should be just plain pipes. And this way they're gonna keep the temperature of the environment, of the temperature that they had. I could even have them insulated, but I don't think that's long travel for them to require an insulated pipe. I'll see. If they do, I will just make it. Maybe. But that should result in much better temperature. And I also want to build a gas vent here, pump it next to the farm, and probably let's do one more here. Maybe pump it a little bit in some various places around my base. Awesome. So last, before we call this an episode, now the temperature is much better. 36, you see it goes down. 36.2. 27, which is 29 here. Maybe I can insulate a bit, maybe, eventually. So I should try to disable the deoxidizers now, and the algae terrariums. Disable them so that the algae is not used anymore. Important. See if my current oxygen generation will be good enough. I think it should be. It looks really healthy. I don't know why it stopped for a little while actually. Is it still because of the batteries? Maybe. Looking strong though. Hydrogen being produced. A lot of oxygen in here. Looks good to me. Later on I can have a sensor here so that it starts this pump when it detects a specific amount of hydrogen. Not really required so far. Pipe block looks probably full. And then we can also supply our bathrooms from this water, because it doesn't matter how hot it is. We definitely don't want to take it through our base though, because we don't want to make it too hot for our duplicants. But we can maybe have some toilets like here maybe, and take it through this area or something, so that it's still cold. So no, it's still hot, but it doesn't affect our duplicants and the base really. That's what I mean. Or we can have insulated pipes actually. That's probably even better, so that doesn't affect the base. Anyway, that was much lengthier than I expected, but we really needed to stay here and examine the situation till the end so that we see what's going on with the ventilation. Looks like it's working like a charm right now. I will obviously be examining the oxygen supply and see if it keeps up with the base. If I need to build some more pipes or something, some more vents I mean. We'll see. I'll examine how it works, and shortly after I'm gonna come back with the next episode in which after we make sure that our oxygen supply and everything is great, we will be working into the creation of our suits, exosuits, and go examine some of the other locations. Thanks for watching again, and Again, it was a little bit lengthy, but I think it was worth it. I'll see you soon in the next episode. Bye.